Coming right up, a special edition of Straight Talk focused on the performing arts. Our guest tonight, Andrew Vanderschmidt, Executive Director of the Long Beach Playhouse, Karen Desai, Artistic Director, Producer of the International City Theater, and Sir Francis Drake from the Renaissance Pleasure Fair, as we continue our 22nd anniversary season.
Straight Talk is brought to you in part by the Port of Long Beach, a leader in international trade and environmental stewardship. And the Press Telegram, your local news leader for over 100 years. And Scan Health Plan, for your health and independence.
Join us for tonight's edition of Straight Talk. And now your host, Art Levine.
Good evening and welcome to Straight Talk. We have a wonderful show for you tonight focused on the performing arts. Our first guest is Andrew Vanderschmidt, who is the Executive Director of the wonderful Long Beach Playhouse. Welcome to our show.
Thanks, Art.
The Playhouse has been around for 85 years.
85.
That's a long run.
That's good. Continuous.
Continuous.
She never stopped running all those 85 years.
The oldest continually performing group west of the Mississippi.
True. Yeah, rolls right off the tongue, that one.
Well, Andrew has been with the Playhouse for 6 years. He was technical director, and then when the previous executive director left, elevated to additional responsibilities. And I'm somewhat familiar with the work there, and just a public compliment, you're doing a great job, and there's a whole new energy to the Playhouse. You're opening up your venue. Give us your vision of the Playhouse.
Well, I think the Playhouse is a true community theater. We're here for the community. We try to do anything we can to, part of our mission is to encourage the participation of anyone who's interested, and that's what we try to do.
So you've opened up your space to outside performing groups to come in and use it.
Yeah, our studio theater, our 98-seat theater upstairs is dark for about 5 months of the year, and during that time we let other companies come in and produce shows. So that's...
You also have your main stage, which is a 200-seat theater downstairs, but the idea of using this facility for other groups and also artists exhibit their works in your...
Yes, we have a gallery in our bar area where we have artists show their work every 3 to 4 months. That works out really well. It's new art every once in a while to check out while you're seeing a show.
Sure.
And, upstart artists in the area get a place to actually have their own show as opposed to just having a part of a show, so gives them a chance.
And you seem to be doing a musical each year downstage.
We are, yeah.
Downstairs.
Yeah, we're doing Fiddler on the Roof this year. Very excited about that. And Spring Awakening will be in our studio space for our next season.
And of course, each year as a fundraiser, you do the old-fashioned radio show.
We do. We do a celebrity radio show in which this interesting individual, Art Levine, plays our Foley artist and does all of our live sound effects. It's written by Harry Saltzgaber of the Gazettes, and we get a crew of famous celebrity politicians in the area.
Like Governor George Deukmejian.
Deukmejian has done it for the last 3 years. We hope we have him back for this year.
Several council people, former council people.
Yeah, we try to get anybody who's cool.
And the script is really quite funny.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Fun thing about that is Harry knows so much about what's going on in the local scene that he writes in local jokes that unless you're from Long Beach, you wouldn't get it. Yeah. So it's a lot of fun.
And as befits 85 years, you are planning a gala in the fall.
Yeah, September 13th, we're going to have a Stage Door Canteen gala at the Playhouse itself. We're going to have live entertainment, some gambling tables. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah. The Playhouse is quite unique in that you actually own the property.
We do.
And some of your predecessors had the wisdom to purchase.
Yeah, the Playhouse, which was the Long Beach Community Players, started in 1929. They performed in a train station for a number of years, and then, like you said, they had the foresight to buy a chunk of land there off of Anaheim, and they hired an architect and had the building built. It was done by 1951, and then that's when they produced their first show on that main stage.
Wow. You mentioned in your bio that you're happy to go to work every day and doing what you love for a living. This is kind of a dream job for you, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, the old adage, if you do what you love, you never work a day of your life. Well, it's still hard work.
Yeah.
But I do love what I do. Yeah. It's really...
And are you seeing an increasing community and audience response to the changes that you've made?
Absolutely. Yeah, our audience is growing every year. We get a lot of return on our collaborative efforts, the storytelling event that Marietta Williams does, our open mic nights that we have monthly, a lot of other events that just bring in a lot more people.
Do you have an improv comedy night where people who fancy themselves as funny get up and try and tell jokes?
Well, our comedy night, which is called Giggle Fest, and it's the last Sunday of every month, does have an open mic component. So I challenge you to come down and tell a few jokes.
Once a month, Sunday nights,
Yep.
you're doing jokes
Yeah.
at the Playhouse.
Uh-huh.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
How long has that
Come
been
on down.
ongoing?
We just started last year with it, and we did it as a one-off thing, and people loved it so much. We tried it again the next month, and now I have a real talented comedian, Daniel Eachus, is producing it, and he brings in a lot of local talent. And like I said, we have an open mic component at the end of the night that anybody can get up and tell a joke.
And probably anybody does.
It's true. It's true.
What's your vision, Andrew, for the Playhouse for the next 5 years or 10 years?
I don't know if I could cover it all in our 7-minute segment, but the vision is really to increase attendance, of course, but to be there for the community, to provide what they want to see, and also kind of push the envelope every once in a while to give them a little push in a new direction, explore literature, and encourage the participation of everybody who wants to be involved.
And in the minute we have left, just speak to the importance of the arts generally to a community and to a society.
Absolutely. We were talking about this a bit in the green room. We're always on a constant battle to keep arts in education, to keep the arts in schools, and to keep that component of education alive. Without that, as Thornton Wilder said, art is what truly makes a person. So without that, civilizations are looked at not by their laws, not by their politicians, but by their art. Wow. And without that, we're not a civilization. So if we don't keep that going, our civilization is in trouble.
Well said. Andrew, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations to you and the staff there that do such a good job, and let's all come down and help them celebrate their 85th anniversary.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll be back with more of our show after these messages.
At the Port of Long Beach, we're not only delivering jobs, smart ideas, and forward-thinking environmental initiatives. We're also delivering opportunity for all of Southern California. Oh, and a clearer horizon line. To learn more, go to POLB.com. The Port of Long Beach, thinking outside the docks.
Hello, I'm Jessica Hardy, a proud Long Beach native and a member of the USA Swimming national team. Having spent much of my life in water, I've developed a deep appreciation for the valuable role that this precious resource plays in our lives. In recent years, California's water supply has become unreliable. To address this reality, Long Beach residents have dramatically reduced their water use through permanent lifestyle changes. In doing so, Long Beach has made itself a leader in water conservation. As I work hard to achieve my personal goal of qualifying for the 2012 Summer Olympics, I encourage you to continue your tremendous efforts to use water in smart and responsible ways. So join me and your fellow Long Beach residents in strengthening the water conservation movement. By making small but significant changes in our water use habits, together we can ensure that we have a reliable water supply for many generations to come.
1975, Brian Redman wins the first race on the streets of Long Beach, and great names like Andretti, Unser, and Tracy continued the Long Beach tradition. Now, April 11th through the 13th, the Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach celebrates 40 years as America's #1 street race with another exciting weekend of the IndyCar Series. 6 other races, 3 days of family fun, free concerts, and much more. Don't miss it. 40 years and still accelerating.